So with the stock market at all-time new highs, what is likely to come? Last time we went through a major revolution like we're experiencing right now with the AI, not only did we have consecutive years of a big bull market, but it ended off with a massive 6 months blow-off parabolic move, and we could be going through that once again. I'm going to show you exactly what happened back in the past with the whole dot-com phase, the exact charts, why that's similar to right now as well too, and why we could be getting ready for a big parabolic move. And the reason why this is important, because I'm getting a lot of people right now saying, John, are you serious? The market's been going up 20% here and 20% there, and we've had double-digit gains, and it can't keep going up. Oh boy, oh geez, John, you don't understand, right? So I want to share something with you. Again, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I'm going to give you my perspective on similar things happen, because you know yourself, right? You know yourself. As Ray Dalio says, that nothing's new underneath the planet. Same things happen for again and again and again and again. And the last time we had a breakthrough revolution with the AI was back in dot-com, right? The internet completely game changed the world. I'm going to go back to those times, share exactly what happened with the NASDAQ, because that was the tech stocks, what's happening right now, and then we can see, oh, maybe we're actually in the middle of a Trump optimism in the markets, and maybe we're going to start to see some things moving forward. So I've got something really to share with you. So before I do start, guys, make sure you have access to a free trading course. I'm going to give you free membership access to my whole complete trading course for free, right? So johnsfreegift.com, link in the description. Now, what I want to start off with is just some short-term technical analysis, some short-term patterns that I've seen in the markets of what's likely to happen on a short-term level basis. Then I'm going to get to the parabolic phase of what happened back in the Anyway, let's get straight into it. So the whole thing. Let's actually start off with the Dow Jones. So I was looking at the Dow Jones today, and I was seeing what's going on right now. And again, guys, this is where no one knows exactly when the top's going to be. So people that are trying to call a top right now, you know you're getting run over, right? Just go with it, right? As you know, if you were just trend following instead of trend reversals, right? That's what I do. I like to trend follow in that trading system. In fact, the very first video you get is a 25-minute video walking through exactly my trading system. And I teach you for free. I teach you exactly all the details so you can start to implement in your life today. Anyway, the whole thing about what's happening right now in the markets is, one, we're at an all-time new high. So just go with the market, right? You're going to have an increased success rate, be able to capture much bigger moves. Don't be trend against thing, right? It's like double tops and so on and so forth, okay? Make life much easier for yourself. But anyway, so check this out. So the Dow Jones right now, and if I just I'll bring up this chart right here, okay? So this is the Dow Jones. Dow Jones over the last, say, 1 year. What has actually happened recently through here, right? There could be, and there's something very similar happening right now across all indices, right? All indices right now. And so look at this here, check this out. So this is what's happening right now. We're actually made a massive resistance over there, right? Then we also made, what's that? That's also through there. So if I squeeze this up a little bit here, look at that through there. What is this? This is now forming what? A bit of a channel, right? Why is that so powerful? Because there's a thing called channel projected target. Channel projected target. And what does that simply mean? That means whenever you identify a channel, once it does break, there's a high probability of us going to a certain level. Let me show you how to do that. All it simply means, a channel projected target simply means you identify the channel, check. Then what we want to do is we want to draw a trend line from the top of the channel and then down to the bottom of the channel. That's step number 2. Step number 3 is we want to bring the bottom of the channel, the bottom of this line, to the top now of that. See that through there? So the bottom was down the bottom here. We bring this to the upside from there, and then we see that through there. Now the channel, and now we did the projected, now we're trying to find the target. So it's called a channel projected target. I just came up with that name. Why? Because it allows me to see the channel. It gets me the projected of where the projected is, and then it allows me to see where there's a high probability of having a target. And this is for short-term analysis here, right? Short-term analysis here. So if we bring this up to here, on a short-term level channel projected target, it says, is that the right word, guys? Says. Anyway, that 48,000. Now the market loves round numbers, as you know, right? We love 40, or they love 40. So with that being said, it's probably going to overshoot and we may even get up to 50,000, right? It doesn't mean it's, once this thing starts to move, once it gets there, it doesn't mean it's going to stop there, right? It's just an overall target. We could actually, there's a few things that I've seen that happens through here. One, the first scenario is we've actually got up a little bit, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see a little bit of a short-term pullback. Then once we break, we can go up to here. So scenario number one is that, right? Then scenario number two is we actually do get a little bit of a pullback, we break out, and then we just do something like that, and we just go, right? So this is for short-term analysis. Now, caveat here. After this move up, which I believe could be the start of the parabolic move, I'm going to share with you what happened back in the. You'll be able to see how I'm putting the pieces together, right? So, I could be wrong. So that's what I'm seeing through there on the Dow Jones. Let's go look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq's doing something really similar, right? Check this out. This is where it gets so cool. This is amazing, isn't it? I love this stuff. Anyway, so we have sort of a channel through there, or a resistance through there, and we definitely have a lot of support through there. So see how it's really in this range bound. Channeling. Channel, projected target. Now again, this is for short-term analysis. Again, once I show you the parabolic stuff, you're going to be like, here we go. All right, doesn't mean it's going to happen, guys, right? So anyway, so what do? Measure the channel, projected, and then we have our target. So on a short-term level basis, once we do break up, looks like the Nasdaq's going to get to around about the 23,500. Move on to the S&P 500, and again, do the exact same analysis. Why? Because the exact same thing's happening. There's the major resistance level right there, right? And there's the major support level all through there. See how it was just channeling all through here? Boom, 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 boom. Right, look at this here. Channel, projected target. Short-term analysis, here we go, from there to there. And then we go from there to there. We project that up from there to there. And this is where on a short-term level basis, right, once this market starts to break out, we could start to see a really nice rise of about 5% or more. Again, this is for once it does break, what could happen over the next few weeks coming into that through there. And then the one that's not channeling, that hasn't done that, is the Russell. So the Russell's doing a different type of pattern from there. So that's what I wanted to share with you there, guys, on a short-term level basis. That's what I want you to keep an eye out for this week right now. If we do break up, then that's that's where we're likely to go from there in the markets from there. So one thing that I really wanted to talk to you about is the parabolic phase. And check this out. The purpose of me now bringing this thing to you is because if I go to the Nasdaq, all right, let's go check out the Nasdaq. We're going to go to the weekly charts, and then what I want to do is I want to go back in time, and I want to go back to the and the reason why I'm doing this here. Let's go back to here, right? Let's go back to all the way through to here, right? So this here is the Nasdaq, and the reason why I'm bringing up the Nasdaq right now for you is because I'm bringing it up in a way where the thinking is that this cannot keep going up. This cannot keep going. We've had double-digit 2 years ago. We had double-digit gains this year, and what prompted me to do this is that there was at least one comment that I remember that says, "Oh, John, we've had double-digit gains the last 2 years, and it's going to go through another big move to the upside. Oh, please!" And I'm like, you know, the market can, right? The market can just keep going up and up and up. And so don't ever try to pick tops, right? Especially in a big bull market, it will run you over, right? Again, go have strategies where you're trend following. Why? Because that's where the biggest profits are. You want to jump on a big profit? Just go with the market. Short term. Anyway, the purpose of me saying that through there is if I bring this up to here, again, this is the Nasdaq here. All through here, this was 1996, 1997, 1998. All right, look at this here. This one here, this whole year did what? 60% gain on the Nasdaq. Then we had a big drop to the downside, right? And then we had another 20%, and then we had a bit of a drop. Now, notice even the weekly charts in a very big bull market, what do we get? We get this one here was 2 to 3 months of a pullback. 2 to 3 months on a pullback. But remember what I said before, if you guys have been following me now, and if you haven't, welcome to my community. I'm really, really appreciative of your support. Now, as you can see, right, this is even if we do get a couple of months of a drop to the downside, all that could simply mean is that we're going up, down to what? To create the higher low, because that's how trends are made, right? Then we go up for a while, right? And then we flatten out for a bit, and then we drop down for what's that? What is this through here? Wow, right? That was 3 months of a downward movement, but what was that doing through there? All that was doing was up, down, higher, low to make the trend. up, down, higher, low, make the trend, and so on and so forth, right? So as we can see that through 1996, 1997, 1998, we had what? The market went up 137%. Oh, John, you don't... Oh my goodness, the market's gone up 100% in three... Oh, this is the biggest bubble of all our lifetimes. It's not... Oh my goodness, John, you don't understand. You know, you're gonna... This is the top. The top's in. Look at it. Look at what's going on right now. In fact, doesn't this look really similar to the price action today? Looks really similar, doesn't it? Channeling. Now, this is a weekly chart, yes. We're looking at daily charts today, yes. But looks really similar, right? It's like, oh, John, you don't understand. You know, the top's in. We've gone up 100%. There's the biggest bubble of our lifetime. Do you see that? What I was talking about was down here. Then it ran up, and then we kept going. And then look at this move. And then the last move, which we may be getting into right now, look at that through there. And yes, after the parabolic phase, then we had the really big, right? So the parabolic phase could be coming. Now, if we look at this here, over the last few years, we had a 300% rise over, that was 96, 97. So over 3-4 years, we had that through there. You know, over 3 years, we had a 200+% rise. And then this last move here, and this is where you know we're at the end of this phase. I really believe this end of the phase is going to have something similar like this dotcom thing. Why? Because the last time in history we can sort of go back to that created such a revolutionary approach to our lives and what's happening was what? The internet, right? So this, we all do know. And if you look at cycles, what's going to happen with AI? If you look at through major cycles, what happens? AI comes out, the AI boom, everyone's excited about it, and we go through this incredible boom, right? Everyone gets too excited, and then we go through a crash. And then in that crash, what happens? We get people, you know, the weekends get washed out and the strong hands stay up, and then we go from there, right? And then we start a really big AI boom. But as you can see, from here to here, that last move, it went up 100% in 5-6 months. 5-6 months. Now, why is that important? Because, again, this is back in dotcom. And again, don't ever say this cannot happen. Because look at this here right now. From the bottom to the top, the Nasdaq's done 100%. It's done 100%, right? And as you can see, so who says if we do the same thing where we go up, where we have a parabolic move for 5-6 months, as I was saying before, like this, what you saw here, right? This whole level through here, this whole level through here, that's the short-term analysis, right? TA. But what if we are getting ready for this breakout here is the start of the parabolic move, and for the next 4, 5, 6 months, we go through this big, massive parabolic phase. Now, 2 things I want to leave you with here. 1, that can happen, right? So we can potentially get ready for it. And 2, if it does happen, we want to stay emotionally calm as the months unfold, because as the months unfold, if we do start to go parabolic, if we've been going like this overall, the angle, right? And then the angle starts to do something like that, week after week after week after week, we start to go parabolic. What does that mean? Stay emotionally calm, be part of it, but be very alert that this only may last 3 to 6 months, somewhere around about there. And then we're going to go through a very big, incredible crash from there. So stay emotionally calm if this does happen, and then get ready for what? Get ready for some of the greatest shorting opportunities of your lifetime.